Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Thursday, September 15th, 2022. The tarot card for today is Death, and this one comes to us from the Illustrated Fox Tarot by artist Taylor High. Now, we haven't seen this card since March the 1st, and, I gotta tell you, I don't know what you were trying to do back then, all right? But there were things that came up over like January, February, even before, maybe even as early back as last November, that had you in this process of trying to deal with endings in your life, looking for new beginnings, and looking for transformation. However, what ensued for so many of you were unexpected events and directions that you didn't anticipate taking in order to meet those goals and to get to where you're going. So here you are again, finally seeing this card coming up, offering you that ability for death and rebirth. And so many people fear this card. It is one of my favorites. Maybe it's because I'm a Scorpio, but rather than fear Scorpio energy, we should really embrace it, because it does offer us that opportunity to begin anew, right? To just shed everything and to begin anew. So, the question here is, what's going on? And what transformation are you hoping to undergo in your life? Is it better finances, a better home? Is it a better love life? What do you have? That could be everything, right? Just, I need a new life. I need a rebirth. Something's going on. And it's definitely time, or it's close to time. We will be coming up a little more than a month from now. When we enter Scorpio season, we are going to have a solar eclipse in Scorpio. And I think you're going to want to hear everything I have to say about all of these things as we approach eclipse season in the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, there is a lot about to happen, and this card can bring some major endings, but it can also bring the most beautiful new beginnings. Now, I'm thinking in the last couple of days, you probably haven't heard me mention much in the way of what I talk about, what the moon is doing, and all that kind of thing. But I haven't had a lot to say about the planets insofar as major aspects. And that's because we kind of got a reprieve here at the beginning of the week. We do have a couple coming up tomorrow, which could be quite testy and could be related to this card, even though Pluto is not in the mix. I think the one which really stands out to me the most is the one that comes first. And you got to remember, with major aspects, these can be felt a couple days ahead of time, which is why I always tell people, go to my calendar of planetary events on my website. It has had a facelift in the past week, and things are a little bit different. If you have any trouble navigating it, just get in touch with me and I will help you out. But it's very easy to follow. Now, the first one, there's a few things happening tomorrow. The first one is a square between Venus and Mars. Venus, of course, is all about love and money, and Mars is our courage, our passion, our drive. But it also brings up anger and aggression. There's ego in here. And with Mars, sometimes things can be said. And you have to remember, once words are out of your mouth, you can't take them back, all right? I think that's one of the things that's very key when it comes to this transit. Because when you talk endings, once those words come out, there's no looking back most of the time. So I would say be very careful about what you are saying, especially if you feel that urge to speak your mind, no matter what it has to do with. It could cause issues. It's just, it is what it is, but we need to pay attention to these things. Now, we also have an opposition, see, another tense one, between the Sun and Neptune. But there's scammers out there, and, that in and of itself can bring undesired endings. which you don't want to, be involved with. But you don't want to be signing anything today, that kind of a thing. However, I think the saving grace for the day, and it's where, you look for those open doors, and what comes next is a trine between Venus and the North Node. And, of course, the North Node is all about taking on new direction. And I think that this can provide the what comes next kind of feeling. So don't ever fear this card. Embrace it. Know that it is meant to bring you better things, Endings have to happen. Doors need to close in order for beginnings to come about. So I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.